how to prevent from overpaying on your next home. Welcome back to Everything LA Real Estate. I'm your host, Mike Babakanian, and today I want to talk to you guys about how to prevent from overpaying on your next home. Whether you are a first-time buyer or a seasoned buyer, these small tips can make a big difference in your buying process. So let's get started. First up, let's talk about budget, okay? And here's what I mean by that. It's very easy to get caught up with what the lender is going to qualify you for. And normally, most lenders are going to try to qualify you for the maximum loan amount based on your income debt to income ratio. But I always advise my clients, look at what is your actual net pay. Here's what I mean by that. If you're a W-2, the lender is going to qualify you based on your gross income. So you want to always look at what is your actual net pay that you take home every single month. My recommendation has always been to my clients, stay between 30 to 35% of your net pay. So for example, if you're making $10,000 a month, roughly about $3,500 could be allocated towards your mortgage payment, property taxes, and insurance. Next up is understanding the market data. And here's what I mean. Don't get caught up with what's happening nationwide. Obviously, you see different articles. Home prices are falling in one area, home prices are increasing in another area. I always recommend look at your hyper-local neighborhoods. Specific, which neighborhoods are you looking to purchase? Try to figure out what is the average days on market in those areas, what's the median home price in those areas. And if you need help, consult with a professional. Now, here's another kicker. Number 3, I would say analyze days on market. So if you want to stop overpaying for a property, look at the days on market. If a home has been on the market, say for example, 30 days to 40 days, you already should know that it's not selling at that price point. So don't come in and pay full price or pay higher, okay? And here is a bonus I'm gonna share with you, okay? It's a little inside industry secret. If you notice the days on market at 30 to 45 days, just know that the seller is about to do a price reduction. If they're motivated and they have a professional, real agent on their side, that specific agent is going to have a discussion with the seller that, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, the home's not selling. We need to start lowering the price. So if you notice 30 to 45 days, before a seller does a price reduction, jump in, make your offer, maybe make it a little lower than the asking price, but beat out the competition, because once they reduce the price, guess what? It's going to kickstart the marketing. Everyone in the neighborhood is going to notice a lower price and it's going to attract more buyers. So you want to get in the door before potential buyers. Next up, don't get too emotional. Listen, I get it, buying a home is an emotional investment for buyers, but at the same time, you also need to keep in mind it's a financial decision. It's a 30-year commitment, so you don't want to overpay too much because you got too emotional. Naturally, a listing agent is not going to share with you what their highest prices every single time, so don't overpay. As an example, if a property is listed for, say, $1 million, if you love it enough, don't walk in and say, here, 1.1 million, because you're going to overpay for it. So be emotional, because at the end of the day, it's a home that you want to feel comfortable in, but at the same time, look at your finances. It's also a financial decision as well. Next up, run market comparables. CMA is what we call it in the industry, Comparative Market Analysis. Now, you can look on Zillow and Redfin to see what similar homes have been selling in the area, but definitely consult with your real estate professional. Let them give you the data. I always recommend go back 3 months, not even 6 months. Appraisers usually like to go back 6 months, but I always tell my clients, my job is to go back 3 months, and I don't like to go a mile radius. I want to be very close to that subject property. So I start off my search with a quarter-mile radius search, and then I'll go maybe half a mile. The point of this is to see, is the seller's price, is it underpriced for the market? Is it at fair market, or is it overpriced? That will give you a good hint as to where to start off with your negotiations. If it's overpriced based on the research that your agent does, then you know that you need to offer something lower. But if it's underpriced, then your agent will give you their hint, their professional advice that, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, they have the seller's price at $999, but I'm seeing this property selling at 1.2 because that's what the neighborhood is selling for. So that's where you'll start thinking, okay, where should I come in at? So definitely do your comparable market analysis in the neighborhood. Next up is smart negotiations. Now this is where you're gonna pretty much tag team with your real estate professional and work together. You want your agent to contact the listing agent and find out some key information. For example, how many offers does the seller currently have? Are they over asking, below asking? What is the seller's expectation? Does the seller need any rent back period where they want to stay in possession after the close of escrow for say 30 days while they're moving out to their next property? You want your agent to make that connection with the listing agent. It's very critical. I just recently opened escrow. There were 18 offers, and my client's offer got accepted. Why? Because I was able to build a rapport with the listing agent. I gave them the confidence that I am a closer. My clients don't play games. We're gonna make sure we open escrow, we close escrow. So I asked key information. I found out there was 18 offers. I found out approximately how high the highest offer was. I was able to gauge off of that. So you want your agent to make that connection. And lastly, be ready to walk away. Buying a home, like I said earlier, it's an emotional decision, but it's also a financial decision. Think about it. You don't want to be stuck between four walls. You still want to enjoy your life, travel, hang out with family members, the whole 9 yards, right? You're going to have extra expenses. So if the deal doesn't make sense at the end of the day where you're comfortable making those mortgage payments, it's okay to walk away because there will always be another property out there. So I understand it's an emotional purchase, but at the same time, try to justify it with logic as well. And that's a wrap. Buying a home is very exciting, but it's also very important to stay level-headed, stay grounded, and also focus on the numbers. If you found this episode helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Definitely share this video with the people that you truly care about and subscribe for more future real estate videos and tips. I'm Mike with Martin Mike Properties. This is Everything LA Real Estate, and I'll see you on the next episode.